So I just got done picking up the 454 engine. I got asked by a guy on the way here, how do I have the engine on there? So the person that I picked it up, great gentleman, good guy. He has this pallet on it where he bolted it up, and I'm gonna show you guys real quick how he did it, or so you can transport it. We drove 6 hours to the house and 6 hours back, so it didn't even move. It has a strap, but as you can see, it wasn't all the way tight. I don't want my bed, I have an old truck with a lot of rust. I don't want to put too much strength or too much on it. So as you can see, this is the back of the block, and the back of the block has a bolt, and this is just a metal piece that you could probably buy at Home Depot or wherever, and he bolted it to this. So on top of the jack, I'm assuming he cut the jack in half, or this is a jack that comes like this. Yeah, this jack comes like this, so there's like a half pallet jack, I guess you can find, and he stapled a little one for the flywheel right here, and then this is the bigger one, is where the engine actually sits on, and on this side it's not bolted on anywhere. So as you can see, there's a gap right here, so it's that one for this, and then this one for this side of the engine. And on this side of the engine, it's a different size, so he did a cutout. So I'm assuming these are like 8x1 or something, I don't know. He did a cutout, so he stapled this to 2x4, it looks like, and then he cut it to fit that. And like I said, he cut it out right here. Here's another, is that 8 inches? I don't know what that is. I'll get the measurements later in the description. Alright, so this is the side and the back of it. Let's go to the front, because he did some engineering back there too. It's pretty awesome. Alright, so another bolt that goes right here. He got another one of these metal brackets and bolted it to this. That way there's less movement. Coolant did leak out of the water pump, but it's alright. I mean, it's just coolant, old coolant. So that's one way of bolting it, and that's it. He used 2 bolts. That was it. So I'm gonna actually keep it like this for a while until I start working on it. My goal is to take it apart, take the actual block to the mechanic or engine shop to make sure it's good to go, whatever repairs it needs, or just clean it up real nice, and then bring it back. And I want to rebuild this engine. It's a 454 engine. So he had a nice truck with a rebuilt 454, and I'm gonna tell you guys, if it's a big difference to a 350. I had a 350 on my 63 Impala, on one of them, and I thought that was loud. This I plan on putting in a Chevelle or like a Nova or something, but he had it in the truck and it sounded amazing in the truck. I think I'm gonna probably get another C15 or a C10. I mean a C10, 60s something, 70s maybe, C10, depending on what style I like the best or like better. But that's the plan, taking it apart and then putting it back together. And that shows you guys how I transported it. You see, I only have one ratchet strap. I mean, that's how I drove the whole way. He actually gave me this one because I was gonna go buy one at a Walmart on the way. I just didn't have time. I went with my kids. But yeah, this is awesome. So this is gonna be a new build for me. I'm gonna kind of step away from cars for a little bit. My wife just picked up her Mustang, which is beautiful, a 66 Mustang. I still have to make a video on that. And this is my Father's Day present from my family and myself to me. This block is gonna go into a car, get completely redone. He gave me an extra aluminum heads. I think they're over there, some new headers. And yeah, I mean, we're just gonna build. If you have any comments or concerns or questions or anything you want to ask me, please feel free. If you have some prior knowledge and some advice that you have to give me or want to give me, please do so. This is my first engine build. I think it's a good project for me now that I'm retired. I don't have much going for myself, to be honest. I just go to school and take care of my kids. That's the biggest thing. But here it is, my first 454 engine. Super excited, and it's gonna be a process. I don't plan on getting it done anytime soon. Hopefully within a year or 18 months. But I'll be having little videos here and there on how I take things apart. I am gonna keep it carbureted. I'm not gonna do a fuel injector. I know some people feel better that way, but my first classic was carbureted car, and I fell in love with it. Carburetors, you hate them and you love them, so you just gotta. It's an art. It's a dying art, and I mean, I'm gonna continue that process with it. I'm gonna keep a carburetor on there. I'm gonna teach my kids how carburetors work, because I feel like a lot of people my age that I know personally don't really know about carburetors at all. Even some people older than me. This guy traded me his 1974 F-150 Ford because he had a problem with it starting up at night in the morning. And when he came to my house, I knew right away that it was a carburetor. It was like it wasn't hosed properly, and by that I mean like the hoses were in the wrong place, and it just needed an adjustment, and the flap wasn't opening. I just sprayed a little WD-40 on there, and the next day after he left, it started right up, and I just did some adjustments. And he was older than me. He was about 5-6 years older than me. He had no idea what to do, how to work a carburetor. He just hated that it took him 30 minutes to 40 minutes to start the car. And we fixed it. We fixed the issue, and we got rid of it, and this is how we got this big truck. I traded that 1974 F-150 for this 05 Ram, and some people say that was pretty stupid because I had a classic truck. But this 05 Ram is actually a 2500 diesel with a Cummins engine. It's not clean, so it looks kind of dirty. But I've been able to haul cars with this. I've been able to go pick up this engine. I've been able to do things that I wasn't going to be able to do with my classic 74 F-150. And I did put some money into this. I did the brakes, the rotors, I think a brake line, a couple sway bars. I have a suspension kit that I'm going to upgrade from this gen to the next generation. The gearbox got changed out just to make sure the driving was smooth, and little by little, I'm cleaning it up. When it's nice and clean, it looks super shiny. It kept its color pretty well. But it is a rust bucket. I'm not telling you that it's not. It has this problem. I'm gonna get rid of this, and I want to rebuild this and kind of make it look stock. Not a fan of this. If you look back here, there's rust on the bed, so I wanna take the whole bed off and clean it out in there, get it nice and clean with the rust free. And I was able to take let me see, both of my kids in here with me, 6 hours away with no problems. Sorry for the mess. We just got back from the road trip, so here it is. I mean, we did it. And so yeah, this truck is definitely a win for me and my family. Some people would rather have a classic F-150, which I understand, but it was in the right time for me. And I'm more of a Chevy guy. My wife got her Ford Mustang, and now I'm trying to get me my Chevy truck. I'm gonna keep this truck for as long as it keeps kicking, because it has a lot of muscle, a lot of power, and the engine has 300,000 miles. I already put 15,000 miles on it. So it's been running. I've had it less than a year. It's been running. It goes my little son. What's up, my man? Say hi. Wave. All right, guys. Well, there it is. Let me know if you have any questions.